I think one of the big strengths of Dr. Carstarphen is her ability to very quickly assess a problem when she's confronted with it. And one of the challenges that she addressed early on was developing a strategic plan for us. You have to have a roadmap, you have to have a plan as to how you're going to move from where you're at to where you want to go. And she was quickly able to ascertain that we needed a good strategic plan that we could all agree to and use that as a roadmap for her period here in the district.
I would say that Dr. Carstarphen has been very successful in her first year on the job, and that success is a result, I think, of both her willingness to take on tough challenges and the fact that she has had to take on some tough challenges from the day she walked on the job and was notified that Pierce Middle School was going to be closed by the state, to, I would say, some pent-up desire on the part of the school board and the broader community to really see some changes in the way AISD went about its business. And I think she took that challenge to heart. So in the first year, for example, we saw her within 3 to 4 months create a strategic plan for the district in a fairly collaborative way.
Well, I think anytime you have a transition, there's going to be a change in both leadership style, the folks that she wants to bring in to help her achieve the goals that the district has. And I think the area that she is still needing to do some work in is the area of personnel, both in terms of developing, identifying, filling the positions that she needs in key areas. A superintendent can't do it all by themselves. They need to have a good team. They need to have a team of people that are the right people in the right places. And that's an area that she is still needing to complete in order for her to be able to move forward and implement the strategic plan that we have for the district.
There's a difference in her in another way, though, that doesn't have as much to do with her generational shift as it does with the fact that, that she is a Southerner and an African American. And she walked into Austin and right away recognized the remnants of a pattern of racial segregation that was a part of our culture in this city for a long time, and the fact that we still have kind of a school district where we have some schools where students are very, very successful and other schools where they really struggle. And she has called us out on that. And when I say us, I mean the community. Dr. Carstarphen has come in and said, we can't have a system where we have like all these schools in East Austin that for years and years and years are underperforming, and other schools that make the Newsweek magazine Best 100 High Schools list. And she's led very difficult, challenging conversations with the community. And she's not coming in saying, I have all the answers, I know how to fix this, but she's pointing to the problem, the elephant in the room, and that's pretty bold. That could be, you know, suicidal too. It could be, but I don't think so. Because the way she's gone about it has not been to come in and cast aspersions, or she's just calling it like she sees it.
I think one of the areas that you, if you think about it, it is important, but sometimes people don't realize the significance of it, and that's the use of technology. You know, the district is wanting to go from where we have been in technology and to be a leader and implement technology in instruction, but technology is much more than instruction, and one of the ways that she has used technology is how she interacts with students, how she interacts with the public, using some of the social media networking opportunities. This has allowed her to both relate to students, to relate to the community, and to reflect an image that both she is looking to the next century in terms of how we educate our children, and she is looking to our children to help them feel comfortable in using technology as a normal way of life. So I think it's been a refreshing change to bring that to the district, and she's been a significant leader in making that change in the district.
We've disagreed on a point or two along the way, but I think the challenge for her going forward, well, first of all, the challenges are very, very significant. The economy has been bad for long enough that now the public sector is really starting to feel the worst of what the private sector kind of went through over the last 2 years. Tax receipts are down, the legislature is in a budget free fall, and it's not likely that the next couple of years are going to be years where we have a lot of additional resources. But the challenges don't go away. In fact, Austin's challenges really have been increasing. Our students are increasingly coming from poorer backgrounds, many more immigrant kids, and yet the expectations that we get kids ready for not just high school graduation, but college and career afterwards, those are significant. So Dr. Carstarphen is going to have to use her collaboration skills to be able to figure out how to squeeze more out of the existing resources without alienating the community. And you know, that means thoughtful conversations about whether schools should be closed or whether we should find creative ways to use schools that attract kids to those schools and those neighborhoods that aren't coming to them right now.